confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
The run from the shotgun. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Stanford quickly to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
As a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because he starts to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll go right back to him. Powers through the defender. Tackle is made after the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Got his man quickly. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
He'll set up to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vols! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate return yards.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The play action fake.
It's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots, when they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's McKinnon. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. We've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Stanford wants to push the pace. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come up field and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Gets it out quickly. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Oh, it's out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going they keep it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Goes to the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Stanford quickly to the line. On third down, going up top. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, Dana, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's right on target. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the ball will bounce into 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Polly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's DeMarco. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Give to the back.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's DeMarco. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision. Space and put his team in much better field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Stanford quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Slips through the line. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quick.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead is still full.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Makes the catch. It's Brock. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flanagan. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Coming after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he muffs it. It's loose. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to get it himself. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slot. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Might as well give it to him again.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes his connection. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can shoot some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Stanford wants to push the pace.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for him.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times. the chains. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll pull it on the read. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vols! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offense.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the foot. Unloads it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six.
Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling and create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Trying to get to it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He looks that one in nicely. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the route is on.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. Should have ran a better route.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football.
And he intercepts it. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Quick toss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go. go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They're trying to get to him. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. That's caught. It's caught. They get him down after he makes the catch. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. They want to throw it. They'll run the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Here's the handoff. Turns it on at midfield. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Bangler. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. Fly sweep coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass.
Touchdown ball! And the pummeling has started. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Wants to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Morse. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Fires to the big fella. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Across the 25, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And as he throws, nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Here on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is perfect.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernails.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better play.